everybody. This is Brian Finnerty coming at you from Macabre Daily, and we are very, very excited today to be talking with Baptiste Agostini-Croce, who is the director of a recent found footage film called Heritage, which I believe probably a lot of people watching have heard about because it's been getting a ton of buzz since its world premiere at the Unnamed Footage Festival in San Francisco. Baptiste, hi. Thank you so much for talking
Hi,
with us.
thank you, Brian. Thank you to having me. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Absolutely. And yeah, thank you for rushing across the mean streets of Paris to get here for the interview.
Yeah,
I know that was a bit
had
challenging
some
today.
difficulties with the underground here, but I'm here.
So you just got back from San Francisco from the festival, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And that was the world premiere, your first feature film.
Yeah.
A lot of firsts you were telling me before we recorded.
Yeah. It was my first time in the US, my first time attending an international festival. I'm not the best English speaker, so it was the first time for me to present a movie in English to the audience, having a Q&A in English. So yes, it was a lot of first times, and it's my first interview today in English. So I will try my best. But
I
yes, it was a pretty cool week and a lot of first times.
I am honored to be your first. And as I said before I hit record, I think unfortunately one of the only things I know how to say in French is and tell me if I'm even saying it right. Je ne parlez-vous français? Uh,
Yeah, you didn't speak French. Yeah.
that means I
Je ne
don't
parle
speak
pas français.
French.
Yeah.
Or parlez-vous anglais, right?
Yeah, that's yeah. It's a good questions. A lot of French people ask these questions. Yeah. Do you speak English? Yeah, it's it's a good questions to ask to somebody. Yeah.
So how this was your first time in the States? How was it being here just generally?
Yeah, it was amazing. So first time in the US, first time in San Francisco,
Mhm.
discovering this amazing city.
So
So
beautiful city
you
to
have,
start off
yeah,
in.
beautiful city. The Bay of San Francisco is amazing. They have cars without drivers.
I know.
It's amazing, you know.
I haven't been in one of those yet.
That's that's crazy. Yeah, and pretty big street. You know, in France we don't have big streets like that. We have big streets, but it's yeah, not every streets are like that. But I had the feeling that everything was big. You know, everything was very big, was bigger than in my country. So yeah, I had a lot of pleasure to discover the US, to discover San Francisco. I stayed 10 days, so I had the
Okay.
time to discover the city, to do a lot of things. So yeah, it was cool, and the festival was amazing, and
Mhm.
yeah, it was great.
Oh, that's fantastic. And yeah, this was like the premiere of your first feature film.
Yeah.
What was that like? Just showing it to an audience, putting it out into the world.
I was very nervous,
Yeah.
because when it's the first time you are showing your movie to somebody, yeah. But it was an amazing moment. We had a very cool Q&A with the audience. The people from the festival are amazing people, and this festival is truly amazing. A lot of when you are doing a found footage. Uh, I think you want your movie to be at the Unnamed Footage Festival. You know, it's the place to be for a fan footage director. So yeah, and I met a lot of people, a lot of amazing directors.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to see a lot of movies, and yeah, it was amazing.
Wow. Yeah. How was it watching with the audience? Did they laugh at the right times? Did they scream at the right times?
Yeah, this is it's always something cool when you are in the when you are in the with the audience and
Mhm.
you are not watching your movie, you are watching other people
Feeling
reactions.
I would
But
be sitting backwards in my
yeah,
chair, just like
yeah,
eating
yeah,
popcorn
yeah.
and watching
It
everybody.
was like that. It was like that. No, it was cool. I think the audience liked the movie. We had some good reviews. Yeah, so it was a pretty good start,
Mm.
and I hope we will have a lot of amazing screenings in the future.
Yeah, for sure. So we're definitely going to talk about your movie specifically, but when I talk to people, I love to start off a little bit generally and just kind of get a sense of like your journey into filmmaking in general and into the horror world. So I kind of like to start off generally just asking why horror? Like how did you get into horror movies?
When I was a teenager, I think I was 12 years old when I watched my first horror movie, and it was a found footage. It was Wreck from Jaime
Okay.
Balaguerro and Paco Plaza, and it was really shocking for me. I was a teenage boy,
Mm,
but I said to myself, it I had this passion for movies, but for me, before that, it was uh, it was difficult to make a movie. For me, it was just a small dream, you know. And when I watched Rec, and it was my first time watching a found footage movie,
mm,
and I said to myself, it's amazing because you don't need big cameras, you don't need a big crew to
mhm,
make a movie. Maybe I can make my own movie. And I had a small camcorder at home, and I started with my friends to to have fun making movies together.
mhm.
And after that, I found another passion because I'm a criminal lawyer in my real
Yeah,
life, and
saw that.
I went to see an audience in court in Bastia, the town where I was born. And it was so amazing. I said to my parents, I want to be a lawyer, but I want to be a director too, but I want to be a lawyer. But during this time, I was a stand-up comedian. I
Really?
was yeah, I was trying to make people laugh, and it was cool. And but thanks to this activity, I had the opportunity to act in some movies,
Okay.
and this is how I discovered a set. You know, how we are making movies, and but I don't like to act, so I think it's not my thing. I don't like to. I don't want to be an actor, you know.
Yeah.
So I started making short films with the people I met on set, and after that, I had the opportunity to write and direct a small TV series in Corsica at the age of 19, and it helped me to pay my law studies. And after that, I went to Paris in 2016, and I stayed in Paris, and now I'm living in Paris. So I go back to Corsica every month. For example, on Sunday I will be in Corsica
Okay.
for 3 or 4 days. But yeah, this is all I started with filmmaking,
Yeah.
and after that there was a long long time without doing movies between 2018 and 2025.
Okay.
And but when my short films and the TV series were comedies,
Hmm.
because I was a stand-up comedian, so it was easier for me to write and direct something which is a comedy.
Yeah.
And but my real passion since I'm a teenage boy, it's horror.
Hmm.
Like I said, I had the you know the thing to say to myself, I want to be a director when I saw Rec from Balaguer on Plaza, and in 2025 I wrote and directed a short film called Tony, and
Nice.
we had some awards in festivals, so we yes, we had the opportunity to show this short film to the public. And after that, I wrote Heritage, and I decided to direct it with my my crew, composed of my friends.
Hmm.
It's the same friends that I met when I did the TV series. So it's the same team, and yeah, we decided to make Heritage without any producers and for a micro budget of 5,000 euros. We shot it in 5 days.
Which is
Uh,
amazing. You would never know that watching it.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, it was something, but it was cool because when you are doing movies with your friends, when
Hmm.
everybody want to be here, everybody is here to make this feature film with you, and you can't make a movie without your crew. When you can't do a movie alone. So everybody was here to make it with you. So. Yeah, I was pretty happy. Everyone was happy, and yeah, we made it, and yeah, we had our first our world premiere at
Yeah.
the Unnamed Footage Festival. And when we were shooting it, I said to my crew, I made a joke like because we were in the middle of Corsica at 4 a.m. with our flashlights, and I said, "Well, we will do the world premiere in San Francisco." But it was a joke, because I knew that the existence of this festival, and I
Mhm.
really wanted to be part of it. And I said to my crew, I made those jokes like, yeah, we will do the world premiere in San Francisco. Everybody laughed because, yeah, we were in the middle of Corsica, in
Just
the
like
forest,
worlds
4
away.
a.m. Yeah, we were only five, so it was pretty funny. But yeah, the NM Footage Festival selected the movie, and I'm really happy, and thanks to them because it was an amazing opportunity, an amazing world premiere.
Mhm.
So yeah, I had to be in San Francisco because it's the world premiere of your own feature film in a festival like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was amazing for us, and it was an amazing moment.
Yeah. Wow. That is like, I did not expect so much interesting information when I asked you a little bit about your history. I want to like throw out all my questions, and now we just have to go back over that and pick it apart piece by piece. Um, I mean, going back a little, seeing that Wreck was your first film, I think that's really cool. I wouldn't necessarily have thought about this until just this second. But yeah, that's probably one of the draws of found footage, right? Is it feels so from a filmmaking perspective, it probably just
Yeah,
feels so so like approachable and manageable.
yeah,
There's obviously so much work that goes into making a
yeah,
good
of
one.
course.
It's not easy,
Yeah,
but a good one makes it look easy, I imagine.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
just grab a camcorder and just start pointing
Yeah,
at
and
things, and boom,
it
you have a
looks
movie.
so different of all the movies I watched. Yeah, it has really impacted me, and it was also the first time I watched an horror movie.
Hmm.
So because before that I was maybe too young for that,
Yeah.
and my parents say to me, don't watch horror movies. It's not for
Yeah.
you.
Though
So
honestly,
yeah.
as a teenager, like you were almost old compared to a lot
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
people
yeah,
I
yeah,
talked to. So many
yeah.
people are talking about, oh yeah, I watched Hellraiser when I was 6 years old for the
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
time, or
I know.
my babysitter sat me down to watch The Exorcist when I was 7.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
you're a late bloomer.
yeah. I know. I know. I saw a lot of interviews of horror directors saying, yeah, they saw horror movies when they were 6 years old, 7 years old, and it's amazing. But I will, to be honest, I wasn't like that. I was into comedy,
Hmm.
more comedies before, and but after that, I watched a lot of horror movies, yeah, it was the beginning of something for me because thanks to Rec, I had the opportunity to discover the not only horror movies, but to really discover movies.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of something because I think it's difficult for me to be interested in something I can't do.
Hmm.
So, so sometimes in my mind, I'm really into things that I said to myself, I can say to myself, yeah, maybe you can do things like that. Maybe you can do movies. So I
Well,
think
it's
this is, this is why I was really interested in that. And
yeah.
yeah, it was the beginning of my cinematic journey, yeah, because thanks to that, I had the opportunity to do movies, to be in movies, to meet some people.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same people that helped me doing my first feature film. So yeah, it's the beginning of the journey,
Oh,
basically.
hopefully just the beginning. Yeah. Now, I feel like you're a good person to ask this because of your background in comedy. You've probably heard this. I feel like a lot of people say that comedy and horror, they're kind of like two sides of the same coin. They're very, very
Yeah.
connected. As someone with a background in both, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think you need to find the things that will make your audience to have impact on your audience. So when you are doing comedies, it's laugh. When you are doing horror movies, it's the scares. So basically, yeah, I think it's not the same thing, but it's the same idea. I think when you are, especially when you are writing the movie, and yeah, I think it's the same idea. And but now what I'm doing horror movies, and I feel like it's more my thing. It's I will do. I think I will do comedies again. I'm working on a script for a TV series which is comedy. I'm working with a friend screenwriter of mine on another movie which is a comedy. So I'm in love also with comedy.
Yeah.
And comedy and horror are yes I think the two movies I can make because I think I'm not into it's not that I'm not into, but I don't think I will be able to do a real drama,
Mhm.
because yeah, I need the love or I need the scares, but yeah, I think it's my own construction.
Yeah.
It's my
Drama is like very grounded, and like
yeah,
comedy and
yeah, yeah,
horror, they both like in different
yeah.
ways go big.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's more my thing, but yeah, I understand when people are saying that doing a comedy and doing a horror movie is very similar, and
Mhm.
yeah, on some aspects, yes, it's true.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, they almost just like come hand in hand too. Like I won't spoil anything, of course, but there's a scene in your movie, which I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, a quite shocking one.
Yeah,
And hopefully I'm not outing myself as a psychopath, but like my first response was to gasp. And
yeah,
then afterwards, it's involuntary, but I find myself laughing, right?
yeah,
Just I think I just have to expel the energy somehow.
yeah. I
Uh,
understand. I understand.
hopefully at the theater viewing, I wouldn't have been the only maniac in the back, like
Yeah.
cackling. But
Yeah, but I'm happy because a lot of people are talking about this particular scene,
Mhm.
and yes, it was the main goal of this scene was to shock people and to have some reactions,
Mhm.
and yeah, and I think it was the our main goal when I wrote it, when I had this idea of this particular scene.
Yeah.
yeah, I really wanted the scene to be a shock for
Well,
people who are watching the movie.
job well done.
Thanks.
Um, so we're obviously starting to talk about your movie now, so I should try to backtrack for a second and ask for anyone watching this that isn't familiar with Heritage, could you just tell us briefly what is it about?
Yeah, it's a movie about two siblings that are going back to Corsica 20
Mhm,
years after they left Corsica for Paris.
mhm,
And they have still their grandfather in Corsica, and it's a very strange man. But it's a movie about Corsica first, about my island of Corsica, and about I think the relationship between Corsica and Corsicans that are not living in Corsica.
mhm,
It's a movie about memories, of
mhm,
course, about nostalgia, about the splitting of a family and the consequences for children.
mhm.
Yeah, it's I think the movie is all about that,
Yeah,
and yeah, I really wanted the movie to be about these topics, and yeah, it was I think this is what I can do about the movie. I think it's about
without
all
giving
these
anything
topics.
away. Yeah, a movie about homecoming, right? In a way
Yeah,
that only horror can tell such a story.
yeah.
Now, for anyone watching who might not be familiar, because sadly us Americans tend to be kind of ignorant of other countries. Corsica is an island state that is a part of France, correct?
Yeah, it's part of France, but it's an island with a very particular story. It was an
Mm,
independent country, and yeah, it's in the south of France, and it's an island with a, very interesting and very difficult also story, an historical background. So yes, it's this is Corsica.
yeah, and you were born and raised there, is that
Yeah,
correct?
of course, born and
Yeah.
raised in Corsica. I'm in Paris since I am 19 years old.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm in Corsica every month or every 2 months. So
You still have a lot of family there?
yeah, I'm the only one from my family who is not in Corsica.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm coming back every 2 months, and Corsica, of course, is very important for me. This is my home, and it will
Yeah.
always be my home. But I'm really in love with Paris too. I'm really in love with big cities. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm living in Paris, but I'm this kind of guy who is coming back who come back to his home
Yeah.
every month or every 2 months.
Very nice. Yeah. And obviously that sounds a little bit familiar to the plot of the siblings in
Yeah,
Heritage.
of course.
Is it fair to say that you're drawing from some of your personal experiences in building this movie?
Yeah, when I wrote the movie, I had a lot of questions,
Mm,
and I don't have all the answers to these questions.
mhm,
But I wanted to ask these questions in the movie, and to have people who are watching it to have their own answers.
mhm,
So yeah, but I really wanted to have those questions. I think those questions are very typical for somebody who is living outside of his own country or something like that. So yeah, and like I said, Corsica has very particular story,
yeah.
and living in Corsica is also it's maybe the most beautiful place I know. But yeah, it's also with a place with its own history, its own way of life,
Mhm.
and yeah, I had a lot of questions for that.
Yeah, yeah, it sounds like a very interesting place, and your movie, and I think this is what's great. A great thing about art is when it inspires you to like do a little bit of research, right? So
Yeah,
after watching your movie, I found myself online looking up Corsica, reading through the Wikipedia pages, reading,
yeah,
looking up what is the folklore history of Corsica.
yeah.
I I don't know how. how central this is to people from Corsica, but I found a lot about its history around Chernobyl, and
Yeah, also, yeah, yeah.
there was a
My
lot of
my,
com
my first my first or short film, Tony, was about
yes.
Chernobyl, and there is, yes, a particular history about Corsica and Chernobyl, and a lot of people in Corsica have how can I say that in English? Thyroid
Yeah,
problems.
thyroid. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had myself in 2020, I had the thyroid cancer.
Mm.
So I had also problems because of that. I don't know if it's because Chernobyl, but
Yeah.
there's yes, a
Well,
particular
that's part of
story
the
about
issue,
the
right?
Chernobyl cloud and Corsica.
Yeah, because like it was centralized there, and then part of the issue is that it was downplayed, right, for a long time.
Yeah,
People didn't want to acknowledge that
yeah,
there had been, um, yeah, very very fascinating history. And I got to watch Tony
yeah.
probably about a half an hour ago, right before we jumped on.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's available on YouTube because the we had our festival run, and
mhm,
I decided to put it on YouTube, and I think it's also available on Bloodstream.
mhm.
It's also available on it. So if you have
Uh,
Bloodstream, but if you have YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube
Yes,
as well.
people should seek it out. It's fantastic. It's a short film, so it's short,
Yeah,
nine minutes, not much of a
yeah,
time commitment, but a really really cool story.
yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
I had to shove my 6-year-old son away from the computer a couple times toward the end. He kept trying to come over and was curious what I was watching and why people were screaming so much.
Yeah, it was cool doing this short film because, like I said, it was the same team as Heritage,
Mm,
and so the actors are the same that in Heritage, and it's a movie made without any money.
mhm,
We just went to the train station at night, and with a bunch of friends, and we did it. And yeah, I'm very happy with this short film because it was the first time for me doing horror, and
yeah.
it was a test first. When I made it, I wasn't sure, but it was the first test in horror, and yeah, I'm very happy of this movie of its festival journey. So yeah, we are happy about Tony. Tony is now available for everyone. But yeah, it's the beginning of my horror filmmaking journey, and maybe it's also the beginning of my real filmmaking journey because before that, when I directed the other short films, the comedies,
Mm,
and the TV series, I was very young. I was discovering everything
yeah.
about directing, about you know how to make. How to make your shot, how to choose your lenses, and now I'm okay with it, and I think I know how I want to do things, but
Yeah.
before that it was difficult because I never went to film school, so it was I had to say to my DP, yeah, I want it like that, but more like that, more like that. No, now
How
it's
do you do it?
yeah, and now it's easier, and I have a very good relationship with my DP and all my crew. So yeah, now I storyboard my movies. I can choose my lenses. It's yeah,
Mm,
but before that it was difficult. I was 19 years old, and
yeah.
the producer said to me and my best friend, yeah, you of course your TV series is cool, so I want to do it. And 2 months or 3 months after that, I was on the set, and yeah, it was difficult. It was pretty cool. It was amazing for a young man of 19 years old who want to do movies.
Yeah, it's
You have
amazing.
your own TV series. It was a small TV series. We didn't had a lot of budget, but it
Mm,
was um, it was pretty cool. But I was discovering how to make movies by doing it, you know.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, and now I'm better in my how can I say that, in my director's body, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's so brave. I mean, I feel like a lot of people in across all walks of life, wait until they feel like they're good at something before they go out
Yeah,
and do it. And there's something really impressive about just acknowledging that, hey, I'm learning, I'm figuring this out.
yeah.
Just throw myself in there and you will grow.
Yeah, and it's difficult when you have because I was also discovering my crew when I was 19 years old, and you have all these people with a lot of experience who are listening. 19 years old guy
Yeah.
who is on the set and is the director, but he wasn't on a real set before. Before
Mhm.
that, he was doing short films with his friend. So, but I'm very thankful to all these people because they listened to me. They were here to help me, and it's yes, it was very cool. And about the time, you know, it's the same thing for Heritage. When I wrote Heritage, I send the script to my best friend, who is now a producer,
Mhm.
and he and he said to me, "Yeah, that's so cool," and he said to me. Yeah, we will raise the funds and maybe we can do it in 2 years or 3 years. And I said to him, okay, but you know, in life, I'm a criminal lawyer. I also want to be a director. I don't know if I will be a full-time director one day, maybe, I don't know. But I don't have the time to wait. I have to do this movie right now. And it's a found footage. It's a real found footage. It's not a story wasn't a story for a found footage and I decided to do a found footage because of the budget. No, and I think when
Okay.
you are doing found footage, you have your story
It was
has to
planned as a found
be
footage from
for,
the
you know,
beginning.
for found footage.
Mhm.
And I said to myself, well, historically, found footage are made without any budget, with a tiny crew, and this is the spirit of the of found footage films. This is the spirit of Hindi horror movies. So
Mhm.
let's try it. You know, let's try it. And yeah, we did it, and now the movie is it's what it is. But I think we are very happy of it, and
Yeah.
it's a cool start for us. Yeah.
That was fantastic. I'm always curious, like one of the running jokes about found footage movies, of course, is this idea of like terrible things are happening, and there's even a spoof video put
Yeah.
out years ago with someone just screaming at the camera, "Why are you still filming this?"
Yeah.
Um, and I've never had the chance to ask a filmmaker who does a found footage movie, are you thinking about that the whole time as you're creating it? Is that something
Yeah.
that you're
I, I, I
planning your
think that,
scenes around?
yeah, I wanted to make something who looks like real archive, you know,
Mhm.
real tapes. So when you are doing it, I think you have to ask yourself, is it uh, logical
Mhm.
if they are filming this, if they are doing this, if they are doing this? So I think it's important
Mhm.
because sometimes in some found footage movies, you can, you know, be out of the story because something are not logical.
Mhm.
Something is not logical. You have to feel that this is real.
Yeah.
So I think it's important, and yeah, I think in Heritage the it's logical for the characters to
Mhm.
film their journey in Corsica, and when it become more difficult, I think it's also logical because you they need the the night shot, you know,
Yeah.
and so yeah, so it was important to have this logic.
Hmm.
And I hope we did it well, but
Oh yeah.
we will see in the future when more people will watch the movie. But yes, of course, I think you have to you need to have this in mind when you are doing a found footage because of course if it's a found footage it has to look real,
Yeah.
so your characters has to be act like normal people.
Hmm.
And yeah, sometimes it's difficult because it you want the story to be more like that or more like that, so
Yeah.
you have the temptation to that's yeah that's okay, they can do it, they can do it, but the what I wanted to do, especially also with the aesthetic of the movie, it's for the people who are watching the movie to have the feeling that yes, this is a real thing, and or it look like a real thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it was
And
it was
your lead actors did a great job with that. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing correctly, but Marie Bobenes and Daniel
yeah,
DeGrazia,
yeah,
uh,
of course.
they were fantastic. Very,
Yeah,
again, I think that
uh,
kind of acting is deceptively easy, right? It seems deceptively easy, but it's very challenging to seem
yeah,
very
because
natural and improvisational.
yeah, the main goal was to have uh, a good relationship between the siblings, and
Hmm.
if you want those characters to look like they are real, you need this good relationship. You need this natural tone. And so we did a lot of Zoom with them because before the shooting, because they didn't knew each other.
Okay.
So it was important to to make those zooms, to do some readings with them. And before the shooting, they came at my home, to talk together and to yeah to because I really wanted to have this relationship very natural. And I said to them, "You have the script. You have the script. I don't want you to respect the dialogues of the script. I just want you to," and it's very difficult to say that to
Yeah.
actors. I said to them, "The script give an information to people who are watching the movie. I want this information in the in your relationship when you are talking. I want this information to come out. But
Yeah.
I don't want the dialogues because I want you to improvise it."
Hmm.
And so it was very, very challenging for them. And on the set, it was also very challenging because when it's difficult for the actor who is in front of the camera because he has to speak to my DP. It's not.
Not the other
Sometimes
actor. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes we gave the camcorder to the actors when they have to run, or to do something particular when there's a mirror or something. Yeah, they are holding the camcorder,
Yeah.
but uh, in 90% of the sequences it's my DP and the other actors is just here. And it's difficult for when they have to look
Mhm.
because they have to talk to look at my DP, but the actors is just here. So
Oh yeah.
they have the temptation to look at the actors because he is the one talking. So it was difficult, but they are two wonderful actors,
Yeah.
and they are my friends. And I made a short film in 2019 with Mari. It was a comedy. It was a pretty cool short film called The Wolf, and she was amazing in this in the movie. And I didn't had the opportunity to shot another movie with her. But when I wrote the script, I wanted somebody very natural, and Mary has also this thing. She is from Corsica, but she lived in Paris, and she doesn't have a Corsican accent.
Okay.
So, sorry, she doesn't have a Corsican accent. So it's yeah, it fits with the character.
Yeah, and
So
that works for the story because there's
yeah,
so
yeah,
much of your
yeah,
story is built
yeah.
on the tension between like the different cultures and different languages. So that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, and yeah, it was very important to have this relationship between them, and
Hmm.
yes, I was very happy to have them with me, and yeah, and I'm working with Daniel on another feature film,
Okay.
which I hope we will make. It's not a found footage, but. It's an horror movie,
It
and we are
is.
trying with my the producer who helped me doing the TV series when I was 19 years old. We are working on another project.
Oh, that's
I hope for
fantastic.
the end of this year. But yes, I'm very friend with Daniel. Daniel made an amazing job, and Mary is amazing. So yes,
Mhm.
and also the grandfather Philippe Ambrosini. Philippe is the most professional actor. They are all professional actors, but Philippe have an amazing career in French
Yeah.
cinema. He played with a lot of amazing actors. He
Mhm.
played with John Malkovich, with Alain Delon, with Rosie de Palma, with a lot of big actors. And
He was in your first short, Tony, right?
yeah,
The main
yeah. He was
character.
in Tony. He was in the TV series too.
Hmm.
He was in
Okay.
the Wolf, my short film,
So,
my
is
comedy
it
film.
safe to say he must like you?
Yeah, yeah.
You've made a
No,
good
but
impression
I
on
have
him.
a very, very great relationship with Philippe. He always say yes when I propose him when I ask him to be in my movies. So yes, and having somebody like Philippe on the set is amazing. Also for the other actors,
Mhm.
especially young actors, because he has a lot of things to say to them. He's very helpful,
Mhm.
and he's also very impressive because it's the when Philippe he's in his character, it's the typical idea of real actors that there is nothing except his character when he's inside, and that's really amazing. That's yeah, it's wonderful to have somebody like that with you, and it helped a lot.
Very
Uh,
impressive. Maybe
yeah,
a little unsettling for the other actors considering the
yeah.
nature of his character, but
Yeah.
that probably
Yeah, of
helped.
course. Absolutely.
I know that one of the last things I want to make sure we mention, I don't think we explicitly said this, but this is the first horror movie made in Corsica, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and your
It's
short
the
would have been the
first
first
horror
short
movie
horror.
in it's the first Corsican horror movie because it's with Corsican actor. It's a Corsican story. It's a
Mhm.
Corsican director, of course. Yeah, it's the first feature film. Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was short films that made with by other directors in Corsica,
Mhm.
and they are pretty cool. But yes, it's the first horror feature film, real Corsican horror film. Yes,
Have,
it's the first.
have you had,
A lot of first things in this story.
yeah, have you had the chance to like screen it on Corsica?
Not yet, not
No?
yet. I hope we will have the opportunity to screen it in festivals because there are two big festivals in
Mhm.
Corsica,
Okay.
three big festivals, and so we send them the movie, and we are waiting. I hope we have the opportunity to screen it in a festival because especially in my town of Bastia, Bastia is where I was born, and
Hmm.
it's where I was at high school. It's I'm not a guy from the city, but it's my
Hmm.
city. It's I like to say that it's my city, and it's when I was young, when I was a teenager,
Hmm.
I went to in those festivals, and it was very important in my own relationship with movies to have this kind of festival in my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity to screen my short films in those festivals.
Hmm.
So it's a feature film, it's an horror movie, it's not horror movie festival,
Yeah.
So yeah, it has to fit with the lineup. So I hope we will have the opportunity, and if we don't have the opportunity to screen it in festivals, of course we will do our own screenings.
Hmm.
We are very we have a very good relationship with cinemas, with movie theaters in Corsica. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You'll
to
find
be
a way one way or
yeah,
another.
we will find a way to do it. So
But I was going to say,
very
even hopefully you get into the festivals, but like whether you do or not, you got to promise that you're going to set up like just a really bare bones screening in the middle of the woods somewhere. Just bring out
yeah.
a projector and a screen because
Yeah, yeah,
it'll
of
be
course. I
perfect
think
for you
it's
for
the
that.
best way to show this movie. Yeah, but for now, the movie had is its European premiere in Sweden at the Light Till Dark Festival. We were also in Georgia in Tbilisi. We just won two awards at the Bloody Mirror Festival in Tbilisi.
Mhm.
Yesterday, we just had the screening. And the movie will be screened also in Toronto at the Toronto Indie Horror Fest on April 10.
Okay.
And after that, we will have in Italy, in Napoli, at the Fantasy Day Film Festival. It's in June, but we don't have the date for now. But yeah, and I hope we will do a lot of festivals. It's very
Yeah.
important for a tiny indie movie to have this relationship with the festival's audience.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very important, and especially when you are a young director and when you are especially when you are not a full-time director, you are seeking this relationship with audience.
Hmm.
You are seeking those Q&A, talk about your movie,
Yeah.
uh, uh, have the reviews because yeah, you need also to listen these reviews, to read these reviews uh, to grow up in your filmmaking journey.
Oh, for sure.
So yes, and for now, I'm very happy, and I'm very happy especially for the cast and crew because they made an amazing job, and I'm very, very, very thankful to them because yeah, when you love movies, when you want to be a director, when you are doing your first feature film, it's a very emotional moment. So it's
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
you are making your teenage boy dreams. When I was a teenage boy, I wanted to make movies. I said to myself that my first feature uh, will be a found footage or movie. So yes, I don't think I will be a found footage director.
Hmm.
There are some directors that are making found footage during all their filmmaking journey, and that's cool. They are
Yeah.
pretty good at it. But my short films were not found footage.
Hmm.
This story, this typical story, is a found footage story. Uh, I don't think it will fit with a classic
Yeah.
filmmaking, movie.
Wouldn't have had the same impact. Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially for the ending, I think it's
Hmm.
an ending for a found footage movie. Yeah, and yes, so but I'm in love, of course, with found footage, and I really wanted to be at the Unnamed Footage Festival because it's the place to be when you are doing found footage. So yes, for now I'm very happy, and we will
Yeah.
see in the future what the future is for heritage.
Well, Baptiste, you and everybody who made the movie should be so proud. And as you said, it's like a dream for you.
Yeah.
I know how busy things are. I hope you're finding some quiet time to just like let it sink in and just enjoy
Yeah.
what you've done because it's so impressive. Um,
Yeah, and it's a little bit difficult, you know. I came back on Thursday from the US, 12 years, 12 hours flight. Uh, and on Friday, I was at work. You know, I was in my law office. You know, so it
yeah,
was very, it was cool, but it was also
like life doesn't
a
slow
difficult
down.
schedule. So yeah, you have to slow down a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I love my job. I love being a criminal lawyer. It was also a dream, and I don't know what my future is. You know, I don't know if I will be a full-time filmmaker one day, maybe. And you know, I think uh, maybe I will have to choose. And but for now, I don't have to choose. And for now,
Just
I'm the both. You know, I'm both a
keep doing it
filmmaker and
all
also
for
a
as long as
criminal
you can.
lawyer, and I'm okay with those two titles. It's for now, it's okay.
Uh, well, hey, Baptiste, thank you so much for talking to us. I'm so happy that we could be a part of like getting the word out about heritage because it's fantastic. You're getting a ton of great buzz online. So I hope that leads to really good things for you.
Thank you.
Um, Obviously, for anybody listening, you can find our review of Heritage on Macabre Daily's website. We'll link to it in this interview as well. Um, Baptiste, if anybody wants to find you or find the movie, where could they do that if you want to be found?
We have an Instagram account.
Mhm.
It's Heritage the movie. So Heritage underscore the underscore movie,
Mhm.
and we will post every updates about Heritage. And yeah, I hope we will have a lot of things to post and a lot of news. Yes.
Absolutely, you will. Well, yeah, thank you again so much. We really appreciate your time. And yeah, goodbye to you.
Thank you very much. I hope my English was okay. It was a little bit difficult sometimes, but it was a pleasure. And thank you very much for this interview and for your time. Thank you very much, Brian.
I won't name names, but you're more well spoken than some of the native English speakers I've spoken to. So
Thank you very much. You're so sweet, Brian. Thank you very much.
thanks, Baptiste, and bye everybody.
Goodbye.